platform I want to play it on. It's a platform that everyone at BlizzCon wanted to play on. So, I mean, the question came from a good place, and I tried to be as non-negative as I could possibly be.
The current plan is to be on mobile, both Android and iOS. We don't have any plans at the moment to do PC.
So, you know, the boo happened, which I didn't really expect, and I'm kind of glad they didn't clip the camera back to me because, like, I was, you know, you look at my face. PC, or is this strictly mobile forever? I'm not happy to. And it's kind of funny, too, because Zanji, a former Diablo streamer, he's kind of, like, in the control center. And, like, so they had a camera pointed at me, they had a camera pointed at White Chang, so he could see both feet, and he just looked pissed off. In his head, he's like, Fluff, don't ask the question, don't do it. But I'm glad they didn't point it back to me because I didn't look super happy.
Are there any, the current plan is to be on mobile, both Android and iOS. We don't have any plans at the moment to do PC. Do you guys not have phones? Yeah.
So you can already see I'm walking away. Like, I didn't even, like, stick around. I just walked away. I was just like, whatever, man. Cool. But I, in no way, triggered them to say what they said. Like, it's tough to watch.
Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have phones, right?
Probably not the best reaction. I don't know, like, so a lot of people that saw this video were like, oh my god, he's talking to me. Right? A lot of people made the reference to, like, imagine if, like, Asmongold, a WoW player, went up and asked a WoW question and, like, they told him, like, can't you run this game or something on your machine? And people would be like, people would go crazy. But Wyatt wasn't talking to me. Like, he was addressing the people that were doing. Like, very generalized statement. The problem is it just didn't come off very well. It wasn't well received. And, of course, it has become a meme on the internet. Now, of course, as you guys saw, after the announcement was made, it was very quiet. Like, it was dead quiet. There's no, like, woo! You know, like, people excited. There's really not a lot. There's a lot of stirring, but not, like, in a positive, I'm so excited kind of way. More of, like, everyone's kind of, like, uneasy, right? And, of course, the infamous red shirt guy goes up there, and he kind of just says exactly what's
Hey, just wondering, is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke?
It's so hard to watch. It makes me so uncomfortable. But it's not necessarily an unfair question. That's certainly something I struggled with, you know, when I was in line. So what happened was someone would ask you what your question is. They would do their best to answer it. Or if they didn't like it, they'd step out of line. So he obviously didn't tell them that was the question that he was going to ask. And I did tell Brandy, who was on my side of the stadium. I told her, like, I was going to ask the platform. Brandy was like, I'm pretty sure it's going to be mobile only. But if you want to ask your question anyways, or if you want to let my answer shape what you're going to ask, go right ahead. And she didn't say, get out of line, take out of your fluff. And I'm actually kind of surprised, because a lot of you guys might not know my channel or follow my stream, but I'm not necessarily known for withholding my opinion, and I'm not necessarily known for candy coating things. So I was actually somewhat genuinely surprised that they didn't pull me out of line, but at the same time, I was, you know, very happy they didn't. Red shirt guy asked his question, and at this point, like, I'm already kind of leaving, but I heard him say it, and I heard the crowd's reaction, and I was just like, oh man, what a disaster. What a total disaster. And so, of course, immediately after this, you know, people are going crazy on Twitter, people are going crazy on Reddit, people are going crazy on YouTube. Now, of course, I don't have to tell you guys, you know, those of you who are home during this whole thing, a lot of streamers were, you know, in uproar, and obviously YouTube was in uproar. The amount of dislikes this thing has is absolutely insane. I think I saw a post that said something around 600,000 dislikes total. They're also leaving negative comments. Those of you that stream or have been on Twitch.tv knows that deleting or banning people really only kind of empowers them or infuriates them even more. So, of course, people are going to come back and continue to downvote. Maybe even make alternate accounts, continue to downvote. Post negative comments, keep coming back to find new ways of posting negative comments. VPN to post negative comments. So it's a really, really poor business decision. Yeah, people are going to downvote it. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. Like, just let it go. Now, one of the things that we talked about a lot the day that it happened was, had they released something else alongside Diablo Immortal, do you think it would have been better received? And the results seem to be kind of overwhelmingly yes. Most people tend to think that if they said, okay, D2 Remastered, plus we've got this new thing on the side, you know, to do alongside D2 Remastered, or imagine they had Diablo 3 content like a character pack or a fully fledged expansion, and then they're like, hey, on the side, we've got Diablo Immortal on the mobile game. People would have been infinitely more receptive. But the fact of the matter is, this is all we got. This is all we got, and this is what no one wanted. Obviously, the community is going to be super, super upset. And they were, man. And I had never been to a BlizzCon before. So I didn't really know that, like, booing, like, just doesn't ever happen at a BlizzCon, which is kind of crazy to me. And the thing that just confuses the crap out of me is, like, Diablo Immortal is nowhere close to being done. So why even announce it? Why not rearrange the schedule, right? Like, you don't have to keep Diablo in the top spot, especially after you made your announcement saying, hey, you pump the brakes on your expectations for Diablo this year. Why wouldn't you just rearrange the schedule to, like, reflect that? Why would you keep Diablo in that top spot? Only it's not even going to be ready for a long time to come. Now, on another, like, this was particularly hard to watch because, like, Wyatt Chang is a particularly nice guy. He actually personally reached out to me before BlizzCon, made sure I was invited to, like, a community event that happens the night before for content creators. Went out of his way to tell me he was a big fan of the podcast that we do, big fan of the stream. And throughout BlizzCon, I was given numerous opportunities to sit down and talk with Wyatt Chang. So I can't help but feel bad for him because, like, one, he's a super, super nice guy. And two, I don't really know that, you know, all of this decision making and making the Diablo Immortal announcement at BlizzCon, we don't even know that that was really up to him, you know what I mean? So it's like, if it was, like, yeah, I guess he kind of deserves the backlash that he got-ish. But if it's not, it, like, kind of sucks, right? Now, all that being said, I don't really want to cover my thoughts on Diablo Immortal in this video. I actually played Diablo Immortal. I would guess more than anyone probably did at BlizzCon. I went to the line like a zillion times. I played through every character class 4 or 5 times. Full clears, you know, taking as much time as I possibly could on each character. And then even going further to try to, like, grind gear and find bugs. And, you know, I was often found myself just, you know, standing there for like 30 minutes and no one else came through the line. Because I really wanted to, you know, give it a fair chance and really cover it for you guys. So I plan on doing that in a future video and really going in depth into, like, my thoughts on the game, how it played, and even some insider information that I might have been able to have access
action
to.
And the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. So if you believe on Jesus Christ, you will live, and you'll go to heaven forever. Okay, he that believeth on the Son hath everlasting life. Salvation's completely by grace.
Well, currently it's muted for some reason. I'm in talks with Twitch to try to get it unmuted so that I can pull it down and put it up on YouTube for you guys. But we'll upload that as soon as we can. I just wanted to kind of express and share with you guys, you know, what was going through my head, what was the feel at the BlizzCon itself, how were people reacting. And of course, I'm going to give a full review on Diablo Immortal in a upcoming video that will be posted to my channel as soon as possible. Of course, if you guys want to see more, head on over to my Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv, Lord_Fluffy. You know, subscribe on YouTube. We do a podcast every Tuesday, a Diablo podcast every Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys want to see more Diablo content, stick around. It's coming. But as always, guys, like, subscribe, come over to Twitch, ask your questions. I love you guys. Peace out.
Mark Curse, producer.
Salut Jean-Claude. Je lui ai apporté des chocolatines.
Pardon, des quoi?
Des chocolatines.
Ah ok, tu veux dire des pains au chocolat.
Non mais tu te fous de ma gueule. Y'a quelqu'un qui dit pain au chocolat.
Oh là là, la dernière fois c'est parti en couille cette discussion, on va pas recommencer.
Hey Jean-Claude, j'ai pas fini avec toi.
Bon, qu'est-ce qu'il y a, Jean-Paul?
Je t'encule.
Quoi?
Fais un
Je t'encule. Je t'emmerde, Jean-Paul.
Je sais que tu m'emmerdes parce que je t'encule.
C'est moi qui t'encule, Jean-Paul. Tu sais quoi?
Quoi?
Mes couilles sur ton nez.
Quoi?
En plus, il dit chocolatine.
Toi ta gueule. Jean-Claude.
Il joue dans la prod parce que.
Quoi?
Les Parisiens, eux, ils disent quoi?
Ferme ta gueule.
Déjà, faut remettre les Parisiens.
Nique ta mère.
Oh, et tu mêles pas notre mère à ça.
Va te faire foutre.
Non, toi va te faire foutre, pauvre con.
Oh.
Tabarnak, t'as-tu vu ça? Les Français sont primés en esti.
Hey, tout ça pour une crise de chocolatine. Mais qu'est-ce que tu dis, toi?
En fait, Jean-Paul, je crois qu'ils sont de ton côté, les Québécois disent chocolatine.
Bah, de toute façon, je parle pas le caribou, moi.
Bon, allez, Jean-Paul, on va se faire un jambon beurre.
Je parle pas le caribou, un jambon beurre, non.
Il me semble que je suis dû pour une poutine au sirop d'érable, moi.
Hey, je connais une bonne place, puis ils jouent même si c'est le milieu.
Ah ouais? Allons-y!
Let's go.
Hey, c'est pas vrai,
Non, mais on est quand même râleurs. On est. Enfin,
c'est vraiment drôle.
c'est comme
Man, on est cousins, c'est la famille.
vous saquez.
Mais les jokes de papa, là, sont vraiment drôles. Ils ont fait plein de trucs pour les
Non, mais lui, c'est ça.
Il fait chaud aux fesses.
La merveilleuse.
C'est quoi?
Qui veut gagner de l'argent en masse. Avec des monnaies. C'est pas un kick. Ah, j'en peux plus.
C'est ce qu'il faisait.
Ce qui ferait pas faire. Il est depuis.
Ça arrête de healer sauf que tu manges une balle. Je joue beaucoup dans ça. Je pense tout le temps que c'est un rot quand tu te heals.
on Diablo 2, as well as Vanilla WoW fame and Warhammer, both take massive shots at Blizzard following the BlizzCon debacle, whereas the Shield Games media take shots at, you'll never guess, the gamers, because it's all the gamers' fault. Somehow. Hi everybody, it's Az here from Heel vs Babyface in what I think is going to be a bit of a weird video. I think there's going to be some serious stuff, there's going to be some weird stuff, and let's start with some fun stuff, shall we? Warhammer has taken a very, very unsubtle shot at Activision Blizzard following the BlizzCon debacle with Diablo Immortal. And they have placed an advert up on their Twitter from their... Well, Chaos Bane is their Diablo clone. It is essentially a Diablo clone. It looks very much like Diablo 3. It seems to play like Diablo 3, but it's set in the Age of Sigma timeline of the Warhammer universe. Looks good. Looks good. Diablo 3 looks good. Plays well. This looks to be the same. Coming out on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation 4 next year. Go check out the advert on the website. This is not a sponsor at all, but go check it out. If you're hankering for a bit of Diablo-esque hack and slash on the PC or consoles next year, you'll be, I think, pleasantly surprised by this. But what they've done is they have just created an advert which is designed to trigger, but it's designed to trigger the right people, in as much as this is not meant to trigger gamers. This is meant to pander to gamers. This is an advert from a team of people who understand their audience, and they're playing up to it. They're pandering, and they're using stereotype imagery here, and it's all in the name of fun, having a cheap shot. There is nothing wrong with that, but apparently in current year, that seems to be a big deal. So what have they done? Well, they've taken their game, Chaos Bane, they've imposed it here onto a mobile phone with a big X across it, female hands, obviously, but extra trigger warning, female hands, is not coming to mobile. Bravo, it's great marketing. That is the marketing equivalent to shooting fish in a barrel. It really is. It's very clever, it's very simple. It's meant to be triggering the right people, the PC posse, and I'm not talking personal computer here, I'm talking political correctness posse, and it's pandering to their target audience. It's very poor stuff, that's the case.
Like, you know, I was getting shot at. It's like, I can't imagine, I was just talking about lack of empathy. I can't imagine being in a situation where I'm on television and I'm saying things that are so removed from the truth.
Right.
Like, I can't wrap my head around that.
Well, Hillary did the same thing.
Well, she's a congenital liar, as she was referred to by the New York Times back in the day. But,
and rightly so, but people forget this. She did talk about a firefight that she was involved in.
I was under sniper fire, and the worst thing about that people didn't give a shit about, she said when she was in Bosnia, she was under sniper fire. It's like, wait a minute, you're throwing the Secret Service under the bus. Because what kind of Secret Service is going to let the First Lady run under sniper fire? And and she just basically did a double talk around that. But she's got a lot of whoppers in her name. She said she was named after Edmund Hillary, even though he climbed Mount Everest after she was born. So she's I mean, amazing. I love that woman. I love her so much. She's the funniest person on earth.
She's a scary lady.
She's like a slinky. She's always falling down the stairs.
Ah!
Yeah, she's the human slinky.
How dare you?
Yeah.
She's it's an odd duck. It's one of those things where women want a woman to be president so bad. They want one for the team so bad. And then there's so many people from the left that think she has the best chance of beating Trump or whoever is on the right, that they want her so bad. They're willing to exonerate her from so many different horrendous things. And one of the things I always point out, like, people want to talk progressive. You want to talk, being left wing, and she didn't even believe in gay marriage until 2013.
The best part was she was on NPR, which is this far right fringe organization, right? NPR, Terry Gross. And Terry Gross says, You used to be against gay marriage. You know, your husband passed DOMA, which made it a federal law that gay marriage won't be recognized by the federal government, and you changed your position. Like, how did that happen? Was it because Americans became? And Hillary's like, well, America changed their point of view. She goes, no, no, I understand Americans changed their point of view. What was your mental process? And she goes, no, Terry, you're saying that I changed my mind for political purposes, and that's not true. And she starts yelling at her, and it's like, holy shit, you're on NPR, and you think they're too right-wing for you because they're calling you out on your bullshit, you fucking loon. But the worst part is I had Juanita Broderick on my show 2 weeks ago, and she's the one who accused Clinton of raping her. And I asked her, who's worse, Clinton or Hillary? And she said Hillary. She said she's the one who knew what was going on and let him get away with it. So that was scary to hear.
Wow. The thing that got me was when they were confronting Bill recently about Monica Lewinsky, and they asked him, do you owe her an apology?
Right.
And he was like, if anybody thinks that I got out of that free, you're crazy. Let me tell you something. I left the White House.
Putain, on a accueilli le gros con. Ah, fuck. Oh, allez, moi j'y go.
Ça va où?
Bah, manger, et midi.
Ben, bon appétit, mon amigo.
Bonne nuit.
Ben, je sais pas si je vais essayer peut-être de faire le grand écart. Là. Essayer de te faire jusqu'à demain.